Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning for a lot of people. I hope you're all waking up already. I hope you are ready. I know yesterday we did a video, 2 lives, but it's not over, because today we will discover who will be not only the first team, but we know the first team is always an excitement, the first team that will play versus Juventus in Serie A, but we will also discover the other team, the ranking. Who will we play first? Who will be the last games of Serie A? We have also new rules, new spectacular rules in Serie A. We will discover them so that you really understand everything, because you know that every time they are trying to find new rules so that they can make sure that Juventus will not win Serie A. That's the goal of La Lega. We know they try. Sometimes they do this way, they put all the difficult teams in the beginning, then they do all the difficult teams in the end, then they try to put all the difficult teams in the middle. Now, last year they changed because they did not anymore the mirror effect, so the same order of the first games versus the away games or the return games. No, they change, they try to find every single thing. Before saying hello, just remind you that last season it was a bit crazy, because what they did, I noticed because I watch everything. They have put all the big games right after Champions League game. So every time that Juventus had the Champions League game, the game after was a big game in Serie A. They were doing it every single time, not only Champions League but also the international breaks. After international break, you could be sure that it would be a big team. Inter, Milan, Napoli, every single time. Why? Because they know that when there is international break, the teams, they are not allowed to train together because they are everywhere in the world. Every single time. It is what it is. So we will see what Serie A will try to find, to actually find something to disturb Juventus. But let me say hello to the early wake up people in the chat. The first one was Lukasz. Ciao Lukasz Cotton, who's saying Forza Juve with the stock guy. That's a beautiful image. We have Stavros who's there. Ciao Jacob. Ciao Nitras. And today we have a different kind of also people on the chat, and because we know that the USA is probably sleeping. If we have already some people from USA that wake up, let us know from where you are and why you are watching the Serie A fixture. Is it so important for you? Yes or no? Bologna is going to be the first opponent. We have already some prediction from Dino. Ciao Dino. Milos is saying Sassuolo or Monza. 100%. Ciao Rise and Cross. If we are talking about Serie A, then I want to go against Fiorentina. Big game possible as well. Roma for sure. Hey, I don't know why you are saying Roma, but can be. Maximum of like, of course, we always start with a maximum of like. This is probably the most important thing, waking up with a maximum of like. Ryan Saliba, fake news about the leak. Wow, that's something else. Ciao Rocco, saying sorry Beppe, I need to go, but I will rewatch this live. Ciao Stavros is there as well. He's saying I think that Sassuolo at home will be our first game. Did we play at home or did we play away last year? We played versus Udinese and it was at home, in our home. Do you remember the 2-2 that we had versus Udinese? I remember, unfortunately. So all the predictions are going towards a team of Juventus that will play away and not in the Juventus Stadium this year. At least this is a prediction. Francesco Finocchiaro, buongiorno Francesco, sempre a portare la tua forza bianconera sul tubo, pronto per i primi colpi di mercato ufficiali. La Juventus is in buy mode. Juventus is in buy mode according to Francesco, and we will have really soon new announcements of players. So I am ready, Francesco. Shock the world. Mercato never sleep from California. We have people from Australia. This time you can participate, because we know that from the people of Australia, most of the time when I'm going live, you are sleeping. So this time you are awake. Ciao Mariano, who's saying buongiorno Peppe. Lukasz Cremonese. Guys, do we go the first news? Maybe the first news that I can show you before we start with the calendar, and we will discuss all of them, is I'm sure I want to show you. Wait up. It's the new ball. So we will have a new ball for Serie A 22-23, this time sponsored by Puma. Look at that, the ball. Comments about the ball. Beautiful, not beautiful. This is the official ball of Serie A 22-23. Can we speak about the ball? Well, I don't know what to say about the ball, but I just wanted to show you and to have your opinion about the ball. Is it beautiful or not? You have the logo of Serie A. Pay attention. Always sponsored by TIM. TIM, that is a telephone company. You have the big I don't know what it is, a kind of animal of the puma. It's a puma. It's a puma, of course. I was thinking it's a lion, it's a tiger, it's a jaguar. No, it's a puma. It makes it easy. 7 on 10 for the ball. Prima squadra, 7 on 10. People from Moldova. Buongiorno, Jacob. Average ball. The ball is average. Win ball for Nitras. So people have diverse opinion. Look at that. Here they have really new graphics. Puma that is going with contemporary, from art in the past and so on, the art of Italy, but with the sense of modernity, because you really watch here all the graffitis and so on. They are using Giroud, but also Skriniar. Will Skriniar be in 22-23 Serie A, or will he be in Premier League, or will he be in Liga? We don't know, but they have chosen for Skriniar. Not only them, they are going for Bastoni here, again some Inter, and Fratesi. Are they using some Serie A people? Yes, they are using them. There is a next Juve player from Sampdoria now. It is Audero, goalkeeper, and then Alexandro. I don't know if the ball will sell a lot if they are putting Alexandro there. Huh? Boo. If they are putting Alexandro, I don't know. It is what it is. Alexandro will be sponsor of the ball. Maybe because he's sponsored by Puma. I don't know by who is sponsored, our friend. First game and last game this season was away, Beppe. It's true. It's true, because then you change. It's true. It's correct. 7 on 10 on the ball. We already read that. Stipe. He loves the ball. He likes the ball. Ciao, Reinhard. People from Ukraine. Oleg. And now I know how to read your name, because I don't know the alphabet. But yesterday I discovered that it's Oleg. Ciao, Oleg. Before we go with the first teams in Serie A, guys, before we know who are our first opponent, I will explain you the rules, because there are some changes this year. We go with the rules. We start Serie A. Today we will announce the team on the 24th. We are waiting for some seconds, and then we will start knowing who will be the first. Serie A 2023 will start today, the ranking. Wait. Okay, here we are. There will be a break. The break will be on the between the 21st of November and the 18th of December, there will be the Qatar World Cup, and this is why everything is changing, because this is the first date of Serie A, between the 13th and 14th of August, so we anticipate with 2 weeks the usual Serie A, 2 weeks before. That's good, because finally we will have again Juventus on the field for real games. You know that there will be the tour in USA, but between the 13th and 14th, so the people that always have their holiday in the first week of August, make sure to come back a bit earlier, because you can't miss the first game of Serie A. So there will be 3 games of Serie A in the month of August. Then when will we stop with Serie A? When will be the last one? Between the 3rd and the 4th of June 2023, so 2 weeks later. All of this because of Qatar, because there will be actually a stop between the, let me check, the stop will be for 52 days, so a really long stop. 52 days of stops in Serie A because of the World Cup. So the last game that will be played in 2022 for Serie A will not be in December, but on the 13th of November, and we start back on the 3rd of January. It will not be on a weekend, it will be mid-week. When the World Cup will stop on the 21st of December, they will have a few days to celebrate or to cry because they lost, to come back to their countries, because on the 3rd and 4th of January we are actually on the field with the first game. So there are some changes, and then we will read your comments, and then we will try to see who will be the first team that Juventus will play, because 12, it's already 12 o'clock, so it will not be that long. Let's try to be really fast to the new rules, because there is one really important rule. The first one is that we continue with what we did last year. So it doesn't mean that the first game that you are playing will also be the first game that you are playing in the return, because you know that it's the first 19 games and then you are playing a second part, the next 19 games. So the first will not be the first anymore, the last will not be the last anymore. So it will be like 2 different calendars, like we did last year. It's called asymmetrical because it's not a mirror effect. That's important to understand. So we will have to wait and see the 38 games, how they are built. First one. Then they are saying that there are some differences. Juve and Torino will never play both games at home because it's the same city. So when Torino will play away, Juventus will play at home. When Juventus will play away, Torino will play at home. The same thing will happen for the Milan teams, for Empoli and Fiorentina, because they are not playing in the same stadium, but they are really in the same city. And then Lazio and Roma as well. They can't play in the same week. So that's really important to understand. They made it also really, really difficult in the games that will play midweeks. You know that sometimes we anticipate and we play midweek games. They will not be possible to have derby. So Juve Torino will be played on a weekend. Inter Milan on a weekend. What else? Roma Lazio on a weekend. It's not possible to see them in the week. Why? Because it's a week, you have a lot of people that are traveling from work and so on, so they try to make it a bit more structured and organized so you have less traffic on the road. Ciao Gabriel Vivar, ciao Nicolotti, ciao Stavros. Meanwhile, I see also your comments. I'm saying hello to Vimala, to Martin, to Scorpion, to Shervin, to Anubhav that is back there. Hopefully everything went well with your school, my friend. Oleg, what about the Licht? No, we will speak maybe about the Licht later. And first, let's concentrate here. So you're telling me, but Beppe, what is the big news? The big news is really easy. It's that this time, it's not anymore that you have a winner if you have two teams that are actually at the same points of Serie A. So let's say you have two teams at the end of Serie A that have both the same points, 82 points, 82 points. In the past, you were looking at how they were playing to each other. So the two games, for example, if Juve will be in that position, 82 points, together with Milan, for example, they were looking at the two games. Who was actually the best in the two games was winning Serie A. This is over, and this is the big newness. So what will happen this year? If two teams are there at the same points, they will have to play a final one game. What field? We don't know. It will be a neutral field probably, but they will play against each other a kind of final, and this is super exciting. This is super exciting. I can't wait to see that. Hopefully not. Hopefully Juventus can win before, but if it happens, I have to say, in terms of entertainment, in terms of excitement, but also in terms of how can I say, yes, it's a bit more spectacular. It's who is the best. Let's see who is the best, and he will win Serie A. It's not a playoff with 4 teams and so on, like in Belgium and so on. It's not like in USA, but it's really one final, and the same will happen for the relegated team. So if two teams are at, I don't know, 20 points, Salernitana and Monza, they will have to play a final. Good one. I love this one. I love this one. Then they are going with what will happen if 2 or 3 teams, more than 2, so 3, 4, 5 teams have the same points, which is really incredible. Don't know how much percentage of probability we have to have it, but if they have that, then they will try to look at the goals, the game they play together, and so on and so on. So you need 2 teams to have that big final. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Can you imagine Juventus winning on a final? Mamma mia. That would be crazy. A game like that to decide the Scudetto will be really incredible. I don't know. I didn't go into the I didn't go into the archives to understand how many times it happened that 2 teams finished with the same points, but it's a probability. Yes, European. No, for the European spots, no, apparently. That's what I heard. It's for Scudetto and for relegation. But speaking about European games, guys, it's really strange to explain, but teams cannot play against each other from Champions League, Conference League, and Europa League. They can't play against each other if in the week they have European Cups. Some really strange rule. So actually they are limiting. I don't know how many chances we have to see the team. So let me check. I will put my my small earphones to listen. Let me check if we have if they already started or not. Let me check. Maybe I will have a delay, so it's possible that we will have to follow it on Twitter. If not, my friends, you can always send me a link. Maybe there is a link where you are telling me, Beppe. There is also there a YouTube channel where you can follow it, because I went on Serie A, and at the moment in Serie A, I don't see any link, any stream. So there is no stream to follow it. That's really a missed opportunity, what I believe. Missed opportunity for Serie A. To not streaming, because I remember when they did in the past, they had a really big follow on that one. So it is what it is. They decided to go like that. So it will be a long. It will be a long. Are you excited? Are you excited for Serie A to start? At the moment, we didn't start yet with the extractions. We don't know, so I will try to follow it and we will comment them together. Beppe is crazy. No, today we will rest a bit with except if we have really crazy news, but we will try to rest a bit. I don't believe that today we'll have more news than yesterday with Paul Pogba. I remember Bologna versus Parma for relegation. I think it was early 200. Yeah, 2000 probably. 200 is a bit early. Yeah, Tarek, 200 it's I don't know if Serie A was already existing in the years 2000. It's an amazing change, so people are accepting, they are liking the idea. Abnumav, Evert, ciao forever. Hi Beppe, it's me, Deb Juve. Ciao Deb Juve, change of name. Gabriel is saying out of topic, but any news about Fagioli? Apparently there are some teams that are offering double-digit money, so more than 10 millions to buy him, and we are speaking about Monza. Give me Inter Milan for the first game will probably not happen, even if they are not saying that big teams can't compete in the first game. So it's not written somewhere. Usually they don't do it. They don't do it. But this time we don't know. We don't know. So if we have a link, let me know. At the moment, I don't find it. Announce Beppe contract extension until 2023. Thank you, Jeff. But I can tell you that for GJustjuve on my channel, of course, I will extend and I will be there on 2023. Thank you for your donation. Ale, oh. Ah, no. Hey, you heard it. So thank you. I will extend, of course, on my own channel, on the channel of Juventus. Wait. Let's see and wait for announcement, maybe the 1st of July, if we extend or not. I will try to reveal the decision that has been made on the 1st of July. Yes or no, you will know. You will know, but not now. Mariano, I can't wait for new Serie A. We start earlier, and that's a good news. Okay, Vedad is saying, I want Torino to start strong. Then that means you're a Torino fan. Juve or Torino? Because Torino, I don't know. What's sure is we can't play versus Torino in the first game. Why? Because I already told you Torino is a derby. So Torino we can't play. Let's go and see who can compete. Because we have three new teams. We have Monza, Cremonese, and Monza, Cremonese. Who is the third one? Guy, help me. Lecce, Cremonese, and Monza. Three teams that are there. New teams, and then if we go to here, Serie A, who are the other teams? Atalanta, Bologna, Empoli. We have Inter, Juve, Lazio, Milan, Roma, Spezia, Torino, Sassuolo, Sampdoria, Salernitana, saved in the last moment. There will not be Venezia anymore. Look at that, it's a disaster, how they are using a Serie A site. They are not even speaking about the new 22-23. They are probably waiting for today. Guys, Monza can be a good team to start with. I know that a lot of people are also saying Bologna. Monza can be a good team to start with. So I'm waiting. We have Rob that just renewed his contract on the channel. Not only Beppe will renew for GJustjuve, but also Rob that just subscribed for the 4th consecutive month. He's saying we're gonna be more prepared this season than last. Of course, and this is important. This is also why it's important that Juventus is starting really strong, because last season was a disaster, but also that we start also working on our calendar, on our calcio mercato, because we know it, and Juventus will gather together around the 4th of July. We will wait a bit for the players that were playing in Nations League. They will have a few days more. Around the 11th of July, everyone will be there. On the 20th, something like that, maybe a bit earlier, we will go to USA to do the tour, then we will come back, we will try to prepare because we have to be ready. Allegri has 1 more year of experience with that team. We need to have our signings because Mercato will finish, and this is for me, it's really something controversial, something I don't like, that we will have to already play 3 or 4 games in Serie A, 3 or 4 games in Serie A while the Mercato is already open, with some players that are not motivated enough, that are thinking about leaving, some players that just arrived after the first 2-3 games are not adapted yet to the Serie A. So this is a mistake that Juventus can't do. We have to go fast on the Mercato. I was okay in June that we took our time. Now, beginning of July, I hope we can really accelerate. That's super important. Pay attention. Pay attention. Do we have the first teams? Do we have Empoli Juve? Is it a guest? Wait, let me know, because I'm a bit behind with my stream. So let me know if we have already some schedules. Some schedules. Empoli Juve could be a great one, but I don't know. They are showing the draw. They are showing the draw on YouTube of Serie A. Let me go and see. Okay. Are they showing it? Wait, Serie A. No, they are not showing it. I don't see it, guys, on Serie A. They are not showing. No. They are not showing it. I don't see it, Raffaello. Who's seeing the draws? Who's seeing the draws? I don't see them. So at the moment I'm waiting. If someone has a link, I would accept it because I'm a bit late with my stream. I have like 1 minute too late, so that would be a disaster. We will follow it anyway. We will see it. We will follow it. At the moment, I don't see. Okay, we have it. The first game will be Juventus versus Sassuolo. It is official. Juventus-Sassuolo, first game of Serie A. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Juventus versus Sassuolo, first game of Serie A. Thank you, Ryan, for communicating. And I also saw it on... So here I am late with my streams. I will stop my streams. Makes no sense. Juventus Sassuolo, it is official. Reactions in the chat. I want a maximum of reaction. Do you think it's difficult? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think we could have avoided a big team? Because Sassuolo, is it a big team or not? We don't know. But first day will be Juventus versus Sassuolo. First game on the 14th of August. We start. Ab is saying easy. Pay attention, Sassuolo has not always been an easy one. We have to go back also to 21-22. I will check. Wait. Mamma mia, Sassuolo. Also there. It could be an opportunity, Sassuolo. I will tell you why. Because Sassuolo is a team that has no idea at the moment how they will look like next year. We don't know because we don't know if Scamacca will be there. Maybe there will be the derby, Berardi versus his ex-team if he comes to Juve. Pay attention, Juventus-Sassuolo was actually a loss for Juventus in the first game. I repeat you, Juventus will play in their home, so it will be Juventus Stadium, Juventus versus Sassuolo in our home. So we start again in our home like last year. The last time we played versus Sassuolo in our home, we lost 1-2. Do you remember? With Fratesi scoring the first one, McKennie drawing at the 44, and Maxim Lopez scoring in the last minutes, 95th minute, Maxim Lopez with a goal. Then we played again versus Sassuolo, and we won 2-1. We won 2-1 versus Sassuolo in Coppa Italia. Sorry, it was in Coppa Italia. In Serie A, let me check, versus Sassuolo, what did we do? Sassuolo, Juve, we won 2-1 as well. We won 2-1 in their home, and this was with a goal of Moiskin at the 88th after Dybala scoring. Mamma mia. Okay, we start with Juve-Sassuolo, first game of Serie A. Juve-Sassuolo. Juve-Sassuolo, first game of Serie A. That's official. It's just what we need, not the top tier, but not an easy to give 100%. That's a beautiful perspective, Tinci. That's a beautiful perspective. Because if we play versus Monza, maybe we are not focused enough. Maybe we'll underrate them. It's also a big surprise to discover teams like Monza, Cremonese, Lecce, because we don't know. Sometimes they have other coaches, they have new players. You have no idea how they prepared. You know that the first games of Serie A are always a big mystery, yeah? So, yes, I agree. That Sassuolo, we know them a bit better. Now we will have to know who will be there. Raspadori, Scamacca, Traoré, that is linked with Juve, Fratesi to Roma. Which Sassuolo will we see? Big question. Which Sassuolo will we see? Which Sassuolo? Big question mark there. Huh? Second day, Sampdoria, Juve. So, Juve, Sassuolo, and then Sampdoria, Juve. If we are going with the S teams, the third one will be Salernitana. So it's a start that could be considered okay. Guys, Juve, Sampdoria, second game of Serie A. Juve, Sassuolo, and then we go with Sampdoria versus Juve in their home versus our ex-goalkeeper, Audero. Suarez was correct, huh? Sampdoria will be our next one. So it's official, Juve Sampdoria, next game in Serie A. We have our first two games. Relatively okay. Oh, pay attention, the first big game was launched, Juve-Roma. Juve-Roma, first big game. First big game of Serie A, Juve-Roma. Juve-Roma, first big game of Serie A. Let me show you so that we can refresh and you can see. So we have Juve-Sassuolo, Sampdoria-Juve, and then still in August, Juve-Roma. Pay attention, first big game versus Mourinho. I knew that the first big game would be versus Roma. I didn't know when, but pay attention. Pay attention. Berfoni, work finished now. Beppe is online. I am online. What a life. Mamma mia. Pay attention, my friends. Juve-Roma. Do we accept it or not? It's the team of Abraham, the team of Mourinho, the team of the new player. Who's the new player of Roma? Matic. Will they play with Zaniolo? Yes or no? Big question mark. Not a bad start, huh? Not a bad start. Pay attention. Let me check if we have the fourth team yet. Not yet. So I'm waiting for the fourth team of Juve. Not yet. So we have to wait a bit for the fourth team, at least when it will be reported. Mamma mia, what a start. It's not an easy start, huh? It's the start that we needed, maybe. It's the start that we needed, but not an easy one. Let me check if we have already the fourth team that will play versus Juve. Not yet, so let's wait a bit. BI is saying Inter. Is Inter the fourth team? Let me know, guys. Write something, that it's easy for me to understand, like official or not, because I'm behind. I couldn't find the stream, and the streams I have, I'm way behind. So I try to refresh. It's official. Is it Inter? Is Inter or not? I know, but you're telling me Spezia, Fiorentina, Inter. Let me know so that we know how I have to react, guys. Here we don't have. So I have to refresh. Let me check. Who will be the teams? Maybe Juve. But Juve is always a bit late, huh? Juve is a bit late with reporting the Serie A teams. So we have I told you Juve is a bit late with commenting, so I'm waiting. No, Juve is late, so we have to wait. I am stressed now. Come on, dai Juve, please. Nino stopped. Nino stopped with telling us. So I don't know. Nobody's commenting on Twitter. Mamma mia, this is a disaster. Come on, die, guys. Fiorentina is week 5. Great. But who is in week 4? Who can tell me who is in week 4? I don't see it myself. I don't see it. Wait. Okay, grazie Dino, because no guys, like this Serie A is a disaster, is a real disaster, is a disaster. You are not even giving us to watch it. No, this is not okay. So Dino, luckily Dino is there and he's giving us, he's reporting us the teams in the right order. So we have first Sassuolo, then Sampdoria, then we are playing versus, let me check, Dino, versus Spezia, and then Fiorentina. These are the 4 team. Spezia alla quarta. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know as well if we are playing home or not home. Guys, this is... I'm pissed off with Serie A. No, now I'm pissed off with Serie A. I'm really pissed off with Serie A. Okay, okay. Here we go, and we can already commend the 7 first game in order. Thank you, Nino. Mercato aperto. We will play with 4 games open with Mercato. Juve Sassuolo, Sampdoria, Juve Roma, Juve Spezia. I have to say, it's a good start of Serie A for Juventus. And then, when the Mercato will be closed, we play 3 next game. Fiorentina Juve, big game. Juve Salernitana, Monza Juve. Guys, 7 first game. Out of 7, you can reach 21 points. I want some prediction. Out of these 7 games, how many points will we have? How many points? Important. Really important. How many points on 21? How many points? Let me know. Let me know. I will also try to tell you. Ryan is optimistic with 21. 20 points, 16 points, 19 points. So that means only wins with 1 draw. 16, 20 points. Juventus will have to do a mega start. Mega start here. Versus Sassuolo and Sampdoria, you need to win. Roma, big game. Spezia, you need to go and win. Fiorentina in their home. Maybe with Mandragora, that will play as the next. Yes, then you have Juve Salernitana, you go for the win. Monza, you have to go for the win. So, you know that 19 points is not a surprise. Should not be something crazy. Should not be a big craziness. 19 points here. Should not be something crazy. BI is going with 17 points. So that means 2 draws. And you know that you need to start nearly with 19 points. If you look at Napoli and Milan, last year they started with 10 wins in a row from the 1st until the 10th. And then on the 11th game of Serie A, they had a draw. So it's not impossible to dream about 21 points here. 19 is a bit more realistic. Under than 17, you're starting to risk. Under than 17 is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Don't forget that we also have Champions League that is starting in September. So pay attention there for Champions League game. So let me refresh so that we have a more complete table. Meanwhile, we talk about the first 7. At the moment, I don't have. I don't have more. Apparently, you're all telling me that Juventus Inter will be played on November the 8th. So we are stopping on the 13th. So not the last game before the World Cup, but just the game before the last game before the World Cup. Juve Inter in begin November will be the 13 games of Serie A. I'm waiting and I'm starting to refresh. This is a disaster. I'm really sorry, my friends, that we don't have them live. But Juve Inter or Inter Juve, I don't know, guys. Who can tell me if we play versus Inter at home or not? I need to start thinking about taking holiday to go to the stadium. I need to go there. But the 7 games are not bad. Not bad at all. Let me check. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped here. Should I refresh? Should I refresh now again? Let me check if we have them or not. No, here I don't know. Hey, you tell me refresh. I want to refresh, guys, but it's still the same news that we have, so I can't. Sorry, I have to admit, Serie A is a real disaster. Juve Inter at home. We are playing in our home versus Inter on the 13th day of Serie A. Juve Bologna on week 8. Ryan Saliba, thank you, my friend. Let me check if we can go again on my streams to see if maybe we are on time or not, because like that, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. It is what it is. Let me check. Let me check so then we can comment, huh? No, guys, they are late. Here they are late. I can't even follow it. I'm sorry. And Serie A YouTube, they didn't do it. Pay attention, because people are telling me, Ryan is telling me Milan versus Juve on week 9. So we already have 2 big games versus the Milan team. Week 9 will be Milan-Juve in their stadium in San Siro, and then you have Juve-Inter on the 13th. We need also the other ones. The other team. Pay attention. Hey, I need a complete picture here. I need a complete picture because I'm going crazy. I know, like this, it's not funny, to follow it, because I don't know. I can't even comment the games. But let's speak and wait so that we have an update. Torino versus Juve week 10. So 9 will be Milan-Juve. And then on week 10 we have Il Derby della Mole versus Torino. On the 8th we have Juve-Bologna. And then we have on the 13th Juve-Inter. We are missing 11, 12 and 13. 11 and 12 we are missing at the moment. Juve-Inter. Let me check. What do we have on week 11? We don't know yet, so we are waiting. It's okay. Rav is saying, check here, Pepe. Ciao, Rav13. I don't know what to say, but I'm saying you, ciao, Rav. 11 is versus Empoli. Juve Empoli. Let me write it down. So we are playing 2 consecutive games at home. Juve Torino and then Juve Empoli. On the week... Ryan, one time is okay, Ryan. Don't spoil the chat too much. I can read. You don't have to tell me every single time. Maybe okay. Wait. Let me check if we have someone else. Some people are telling me, Beppe, check someone else. And then we have Lecce versus Juve on week 12. Lecce Juve week 12. So maybe we have here on juvefc.com. Let's check. Here we have a bit more. But it's not everything, guys. It's not everything. Not done well. Nobody. I think it's a big problem of Serie A. Seriously, it's a disaster from Serie A to not be able to give you in real time the prediction, the schedules. For me, this is a really a big disaster of Serie A again, and it's not the first time that they are doing this kind of disaster. Really disaster. Or you have to go, and then then people are complaining that people are starting to go with a. With streams, illegal streams and so on to follow the Italian channels. I'm not promoting it, but look at here. Okay, so we have Juve. Let's go with IFTV. They are sponsored also by Serie A. So luckily they have something concrete. Now guys, I tell you the truth. I am really sad because this is not a show. This is not a show. I remember one year they gave it on YouTube with random games. You had no idea. They was just punting out day 13, then day 1, day 5, day 18. It was a disaster. Now they are doing it again. They are able to do something that is actually a joy for the people to watch, to follow, to comment, to have some dreams. They are again able to destroy it. The joy of the fans, they destroy it. We are not able to follow it. Disaster. I'm really sad about that. No. I'm super sad. So let's go through the games. The first games we spoke about it, so I repeat for the people that are here. Juve at home versus Sassuolo, game 1. Game 2, there will be Sampdoria versus Juve. Game 3, the first big game is Juve-Roma. Then we are playing Juve-Spezia on game 4. Game 5, Juventus is going to Fiorentina for another big game. Game 6, Juve-Salernitana. Game 7, Monza versus Juve versus the first team that was relegated last, that was in Serie B, so the promoted team. Game 8, Juve Bologna. Game 9, pay attention, big game versus Milan versus the Scudetto holders on game 9. It means around October, the 9th of October. It's 2 days before my birthday. Hopefully Juventus will give me a beautiful gift there. And then you have on game 10, you have Juventus playing versus Torino. So you have Juventus that will play 2 games away versus Milan, and then derby versus Torino. It's okay because it's in the same city, so we don't have to travel that much. It's okay. Game 11, Juve versus Empoli. Juve, where is Juve here? Juve versus Lecce in the south of Italy. Game 13, Juventus is playing versus Inter, Il Derby that we are all waiting for. And then you have game 14, Juventus versus Hellas Verona. Juventus versus Verona. Then you go on 15, Juve Lazio. And then on game 16, you have Juve. Where is Juve, guys? It's difficult like that. Cremonese, Juve on game 16. So we are waiting now for the other things. We don't know. Some people like Al is saying, can someone confirm if we are playing on the 13th or 14th? We don't know, because after the calendars, they will start thinking about who plays first and who play last, 13, 14, what will be the first game of Serie A. So we don't know at the moment who will play and what day, what time. At the moment, they will come back on that. Very difficult games in the first half for Serie A. For me, no. At the moment, I have to admit, from what I saw in the past, that it's quite okay. Huh? Quite okay. We already also have game day 17, 18, 19, 20. So the 17 games will be versus Udinese. So this time Udinese in the last. And then we are playing the last. No. Then we play versus, let me check, versus Napoli. And then the last game is Juve-Atalanta. Not the last game of the Serie A. Last game of the first 19 games, Atalanta. So if we see, we will stop here. The last game before the World Cup, Juve-Lazio. And we will come back after the World Cup versus Cremonese. It's ideal. I have to admit, it is ideal. For me, it's really ideal that we are playing like that. Stopping full power versus Lazio. Everyone is going to the World Cup. They come back. We play versus Cremonese in a midweek game. And then in the weekend, immediately, Juve-Udinese. Guys, we can't complain about the first part of the calendars, according to me. According to me, it's not a super easy start, but it's a beautiful calendar. At first out, huh? At first out. Then we start again Serie A after playing the 19 teams. We start again, and then it's Juve Monza. Salernitana Juve. What does that mean? What does that mean? That all the big teams, they will start to go towards the end of Serie A. This team, I can already predict you, they will make us a really end of Serie A that will be crazy. BI, I agree with BI, who's saying it will be wait, let me read it. It's an ideal first schedule for Juventus. At least the first 20 games that we saw all together are scheduled ideally. Also thinking about the World Cup, thinking about all these kind of things, could be ideal. At the moment, we don't have all the details, but could be ideal. It's always hard to plan to go to Serie A game from month before. It's true, huh? It's really difficult because you don't know when will you play. On a Sunday night, on a Saturday, sometimes also with the Monday night that are something new since last season. It's really difficult for your travel to plan. They release it like 1 month before. It's a disaster also there. Huh? Serie A, guys, the shame, it's not the schedule this year, but it's just Serie A. Serie A, that is a shame of how they are actually giving the experience to the fans. It's a shame. It's really a shame. We have more games. Wait. Salernitana Juve was the last one that we commented. And then Juve Fiorentina on game day 22. Game day 22. Game day 22 Juve Fiorentina. Let me check if we have Nino that is giving a better picture from all the games. Because, no, he's not. He gave up. You see, even Nino, that was reporting really well, he gave up on reporting the news because everything is a disaster here. Everything is a disaster. IFTV is the best one, but they are giving me all the games of all the teams, and I don't care about the other teams. Yes, it's great later, but I want all the games of Juve in a row. That's what I was waiting for and expecting from Serie A to follow the team of my heart. Okay, we have 3 more games. We have Spezia Juve. Guys, we are going towards all the big teams on the end of Serie A. All the big teams. Game 24, Juve Torino, derby. Game 25, Roma Juve. Guys, I will tell you, we are waiting for Milan, Lazio, Napoli, Inter, all towards the end of Serie A. All towards the end of Serie A. All towards the end of Serie A. Shervin says Serie A is an absolute disgrace and an embarrassment. I agree. You can't do this to the fans. It is not acceptable. It is absolutely not acceptable. I will complain all my life, but this is for me something, it's like the new shirts. It's something great, it's something beautiful, it's something that you enjoy. You want to open the package, discover, you want to see the leaks. Not like that. Okay, we continue. Pay attention. Game 25 is Roma Juve. We just talked about it. Game 26 is Juve Sampdoria. We are going towards my prediction, my friends. And then you have an Inter Juve. So we have the 2 dates of Inter Juve and Juve Inter. We are playing November the 8th. It will be Juve Inter. And then the other time that we will play versus Inter will be in March. So March, middle of March, March the 19th, it will be in San Siro, Inter, Juve, on game 27. Game 27. Milan on match day 37. Let's see if that will happen or not. But it can be. Everything can be. I'm curious now. I'm really curious who and how our last part of Serie A will look like. Let me check. Do we have more? No, at the moment we don't have more. So it will be game 27 versus Inter and then game 13. So at the moment, I tell you the truth, I'm not complaining about the first 19 games. I'm not complaining about the first teams that we will meet after the World Cup, Cremonese and Udinese. Let's see how we will end. I'm predicting a shocking end of Juve calendar. That's what I'm predicting. A shocking end of Juve. Shocking end of Juve. Let me check. At the moment we are blocked at game 27. Do we have more? No. At the moment that's it. At the moment it's that. So let's wait. I'm sorry guys, I was expecting a big game here. A beautiful one, a beautiful live, and this is what it is. So let me check, do we have more? IFTV, neither IFTV. They are a bit late now this time. They were quite quick in refreshing, but now they are also taking some time. Why? I don't know. I don't know what Serie A is doing. I don't know. Let me see. Some people were telling me Di Marzio. Gianluca Di Marzio. What is he saying? Live Serie A. Calendars. Let me check. But also here we don't have the dates. Look, these guys are professional, and this is how he's reporting the things, guys. Disaster. You don't even know which game. They are just putting random numbers. They are late. They are super late. Mamma mia, disaster. Shame from Serie A again. For me, it's important, huh? I don't know you guys. For me, it is really important to have something great. Pay attention, we have 3 more games. We are going towards the end of Serie A. So after the game 27, where Inter will play versus Juve in the home of Inter, then we go towards game 28, where Juve will go to Verona. Game 29, Juve 2 versus Lazio. So also there, Juve Verona, then Lazio Juve. And then we are going towards Sassuolo Juve match day 30. Let me check, because now I start to discover something. I'm not sure. Huh? Inter, we are playing away. Lazio, we are playing away. Wait, let's go to game 20. So, the big teams here. The big teams of Juve. Big teams versus Juve. Let me check. Okay, Juve Fiorentina is at home. Then we are playing Torino. Who cares? Roma away. Roma away. Inter away. Lazio away. It's already 3 big teams away. Huh? Anyway, we play versus Napoli on game day 31 versus Napoli in our home. And here we are going already in end of April. Juve Napoli match day 31. Match day 31. I'm watching because Dino he has sent me a beautiful picture. But these are all the big games, huh? All the big games, not only Juve. So let's see. Dino, you have sent me something, but it's not only Juve, it's Lazio Napoli. We can go through the big games a bit later, of course. Let's finish this first. Let's finish this. We have also game 32, where Juventus will play versus Bologna. So Bologna Juve in game 32. Game 33, Juve Lecce. Guys, we are going towards a Milan at the last day of Serie A. That's what we are going towards. Wait and see. Wait and see. Game 34. Milan Lazio. Juve will play versus Atalanta. Game 34. So we have 4 games to go. 4 games to go. It's true, Matthew. Matthew is saying Chiesa will be better informed towards the end. It's correct. Atalanta Juve game 34. Game 35, Juve Cremonese. 3 missing games. 3 missing games. 3 missing games. Let's see. Yes, we have game 36. Game 36 will be Juve versus Empoli. Juve versus Empoli. We are missing 2. Now I don't know, guys. I don't even remember who we already played and not. I don't know. Who? I don't know. Game 36, we know. We are waiting for the other teams. Game 37, we have Juve versus Juve Milan. Game 37. Someone said that in the comment really early in the chat. They said, Beppe, you will see Juve Milan will be in game 37. And he was correct. Juve Milan match day 37. It was Suarez who told me really 1 hour ago already. It's correct. Juve Milan game 37. Mamma mia. What an end of Serie A. Hopefully we are already competing. We are still competing for the Scudetto. Hopefully we already won it. It will be in our home. Guys, celebrating the Scudetto in our home. Taking it from the chest here from Milan in our home in game 37 is a dream. Is a dream. You go on Ibrahimovic, blah, blah. You go here. Wait, where is Ibra? Donde sta Ibra? Here. Here. Ibrahimovic, you take the Scudetto and you put it here, back where it belongs. That would be a beautiful one. Game 38 is, we don't know yet. We are missing one team. I don't know which one it is. But it will not be Milan. We are waiting. I don't remember which one it is. New shirt, new emblem. We have to take it back, put it here. Game 37. That will probably be the title decider. Ooh, not a bad one. Not a bad one. Donde sta Zlatan? Donde sta Zlatan? Good question. So let's see if we have the final games. We have the final game. Juventus will finish versus Udinese. This time we change. So last year, the first game was Juve-Udinese. 2-2. Goal of Cristiano Ronaldo that was cancelled. This season, we finish with Udinese in their home. We have 38 games. We have 38 games. We have the calendar. So now we can speak about it. Guys, when you have Juventus that is showing the complete picture of the 38 games of Juve, please tag me. Sorry, on Twitter so that we can have a really beautiful picture. I don't want to go with one by one. That's really annoying. But we have first game Juventus Sassuolo, last game Udinese Juve, with a schedule that I need to have everything. I need to have everything here, but wait, let me do a tweet. Let me do a tweet. I will do it together. Let me do it together. I need an image. Let me do it. Here. This one is a beautiful one. Save this picture. Okay, let me do a tweet. Wait, I need another picture. Wait. Wait, guys, we will do a tweet together. Wait, that will be a beautiful one. A beautiful tweet. Look at that. We will choose the pictures. I love it. Here and here. This is representing Let's go. The tweet has been sent. Beautiful one. So, guys, first image. Mamma mia, look at that. We have even Andar that is giving actually all the games. I think it's the first 19 games. Grande. So, Sassuolo, Sampdoria, Roma, Spezia, Fiorentina, Salernitana, Monza, the first 7 games. Then it's Bologna, Milan, Torino, Empoli, Lecce, Inter game 13, 14 Verona, 15 Lazio, 16 Cremonese, 17 Udinese, Napoli on the 18th, and then Atalanta game 20. Guys, the first 19 games are okay for me. I really like. I really like. I have to be honest. I can't complain. Usually, I always complain about the calendars. I always see some magic there, some black magic. This season, I'm okay. So, we can't complain about the calendars. Of course, everyone has to play versus each other. But sometimes manipulating when you are playing versus what team can be decisive. We know it. The first part, Juventus should go with a beautiful calendar, really structured. Of course, you are playing versus everyone, but you can manage your energy knowing when you are playing versus that team, the other one. Crucial will be that we have a mercato that starts really early. that we have are players that are ready to win versus Sassuolo, Sampdoria, Roma, Spezia, with a mercato that will still be open, and this is one of the biggest difficulty. If Juventus is waiting too long, we have a problem. We have a problem. Players, Arthur maybe, will not be motivated. McKennie will have some question in his mind. Some other... I don't like that. I really don't like that. I want a team that is ready to play these 4 games. After that, we are continuing with closed games versus Spezia, Fiorentina, Salernitana. These are the 7 first games. We play versus Monza. You should have, on the first 7 games, it's possible that you have 21 points. It's possible. Under 17, you're risking too much. Then you see, look, Milan, then Derby of Torino, you have Empoli, Lecce, then you have Inter, Verona, Lazio, Cremonese, Udinese, Napoli, Atalanta. It's quite okay. For the other games, we will go because Antar also gave me the other games, but we play at home against Roma, Inter, Lazio, and Atalanta, and away against Milan and Napoli. These are the games that we are playing in the first part, so that you have to do the reverse for the return games. Roma, Inter, Lazio, Atalanta, we play away, and then Milan and Napoli at home. So it's a bit 4 games at home to start with. Guys, if we see how we started Serie A this season, it was a disaster. Better that we start really strong. And then the return games, also thank you, Andar. Monza, Salernitana, Fiorentina, Spezia, Torino, Roma. Torino is always there. You see, in the first games, we are playing versus Torino right after Milan. Going back, Torino right before Roma. Sampdoria, Inter, Verona, Lazio, Sassuolo. Let me take that away. Wait, so that you have a beautiful image here. Wait, here. So that you see all the games. I will put it back later. So you see, Inter, Verona, Lazio, Sassuolo, Napoli, Bologna, Lecce, Atalanta, Cremonese, Empoli, Milan, Udinese. Guys, I didn't see the calendar with international break, with Champions League. I need a bit of time there. But if you are looking at that, quite well spread. Quite well spread. No excuses for Juventus this year. No excuses. This is already something that we can put aside. I'm happy about that. I'm really happy. Yeah, the calendar, they are giving me a smile. Giving me a beautiful smile. And then also the memories. How will it end? With a goal versus Milan, with the bicycle of Del Piero, header of Trezeguet, versus Milan. That was a beautiful one, where it was a decisive Scudetto game. Or versus Udinese, with that beautiful goal of Del Piero and Trezeguet. Crazy 5 Maggio, when we went back to win. I like that. I like that. Serie A is good. Serie A is good this year. We can't complain about Serie A. I'm happy. I'm really happy. Let me check in detail the last games of Serie A. I'm curious about the last games of Serie A, because the other teams, who are they playing against in the last game of Serie A? Match day 38, Atalanta, Monza, Cremonese, Salernitana, Empoli, Lazio, Lecce, Bologna, Milan, Verona, Napoli, Sampdoria, Roma, Spezia, Sassuolo, Fiorentina, Torino, Inter, Udinese, Juve. So the last games of Serie A, you don't have big shocks. Maybe in game 37, where you have Bologna, Napoli, Fiorentina, Roma, could be a big one for qualifying in a Europe Cup, European League or Champions League for Roma. Then you have Verona, Empoli, Inter, Atalanta. Could be a beautiful one. Game 37 looks like a spectacular one, with Inter, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Roma, Juve, Milan. These are big games in game day 37. Inter, Napoli, game day 36. With people that are subscribing to the channel, thank you, my friends. It was a disaster, not because of me, but because of our good friends of Serie A. Buongiorno, my friend, Eyakuva. Hello. We need a strong first half of Serie A. I agree. We need a Tarantino own goal to win us the Serie A. That would be a beautiful one. A goal of El Matador. I have no coffee anymore. I agree. Boom, 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 boom. So let me read a bit of your comments, guys. What are you thinking? I'm still waiting for a beautiful recap of all the games of Juve. That's what I'm waiting for. A beautiful tag with all the games of Juve, just, you know, all together, so that we can see them instead of going game by game by game. Andar did a really beautiful job. But I agree with Stavros. No more EQ. We have to win the Scudetto. Forza Juve. I agree. Guys, let's stay together 10-15 minutes. What are your feelings about that Serie A? Do you like it or not? The calendar? What do you think about the new rules? I repeat, for the people that did not know, the new rules are saying that if two teams are finishing first or last, they will play a final to decide who will be the winner. So it will not be goal difference. It will not be the game results when they played against each other. It will be a final. Can be really great for the Serie A entertainment. That would be really beautiful. We have already prediction with 97 points for Juve. You know that the record of Juve is 102. 97 is a lot, huh? It's a lot. It's really a lot. Grandpa Joe is there. Calendar is fine regardless. It's the time to start strong and do damage maximum level. I miss the confidence I felt watching Juve. Good comment of Grandpa Joe. The problem is also that Massimiliano Allegri, you know that I also see the qualities in him. If he has something that is not always a quality, it's his begin of Serie A has not always been really great. Why? Wait, pay attention, because we have our friend Tariq that just shared a tweet with me. Let me check if I have to refresh or not. It was a private message. Grande. Grande. What a beautiful thing. We have from 20 until 38. So probably the same guys, they tweeted as well. Pasquale Gobbo, he tweeted the first and the last. Probably, yeah. No, he decided only to do the last. The first one was too much. Ritorno. Okay, but that's a beautiful one. I like. Wait, let me save it already. Beautiful graphic with the new shirts. I like. This one I like. Grande Pasquale Gobbo. So let's see if Pasquale Gobbo, he also did the home games. Maybe a bit earlier. No, here we are already at yesterday with Pimenta running in the streets. I like already. I really like. So, the problem, I was speaking about Allegri first before going there. Allegri, one of the problems is that he's starting a bit slow. Usually. Why? Because Allegri is someone that is really basing his teams towards the other team. So analyzing the teams, understanding the teams, watching how they are playing, and so on and so on. So we know that Allegri in the beginning, he doesn't know really how the other ones are playing, the new teams, are they surprising or not. And that's why I'm happy with having Sassuolo and Sampdoria, teams that we already know a bit. We know how they play. Of course, Sassuolo can change a lot in the Mercato, with an open Mercato, without Raspadori, without things. Guys, it can change a lot. Turning point. And then I will read the comment of BI. A turning point for the Mercato as well. Playing with Sassuolo, Juve, Sassuolo, the first game, Sassuolo, they know that they have to play a great game versus Juve to start their Serie A. Will that mean that they will start accelerating their Mercato to have a better idea? If they need to accelerate, that means that they have to finalize the decisions about Raspadori, Scamacca, Traoré, Fratesi. Or maybe they will decide to keep them right after Juve. What is the right strategy for Sassuolo? Waiting until August before selling their players, or maybe anticipating really early? Big question. BI, I would wait for the end of the Mercato to make assessments, Beppe. That's absolutely correct. Because if you are selling me the half of the players and you replace them with Berardi, with all the respect, with Fratesi, with Nandes from Cagliari, it's not the same as if you are giving me I don't know, just saying, Di Maria, Pogba, Koulibaly. If you are giving me a Acerbi, we have a problem. So on that one, I totally agree. But regardless of who we bring this season, we should be playing a lot better than last season if we like to achieve something. Total correct comment from BI. I agree. I agree. I believe that we also have the home games now. It was a beautiful one, but now we have the complete one. Thank you to Tariq. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Guys, if you want to put a maximum of like, that would make my life a lot easier, because if I'm watching now, is it correct or am I dreaming? We have only 55 likes. Am I dreaming or am I correct? Only 55 likes. I have no water, I have no coffee. Wait, let's put a maximum of like while I will take some water. Ah, 129. Grande, guys. Finally, we have a bit of like. Let's go. Okay, guys. Here we are. Juve Sassuolo. Sampdoria Juve. Juve Roma. Let me take away the comment. Juve Spezia, Fiorentina Juve, Juve Salernitana, Monza Juve, Juve Bologna, Milan Juventus, Torino Juve, Juve Empoli, Lecce Juve, Juve Inter, Verona Juve, Juve Lazio, Cremonese Juve, Juve Udinese, Napoli Juve, Juve Atalanta. And in the return games, Monza, Salernitana, Fiorentina, Spezia, Juve Torino, Roma Juve, Juve Sampdoria, Inter Juve, Juve Verona, Lazio Juve, Sassuolo Juve, Juve Napoli, Bologna Juve, Juve Lecce, Atalanta Juve, Juve Cremonese, Empoli Juve, Juve Milan, Udinese Juve. Guys, I will be really sincere with you. I have nothing to say. I think it's a really beautiful, balanced Serie A. Then, of course, you have to win them. The games, you have to win them. If you win them, good. If you lose them, you are a disaster. But honestly, no excuses there. We have a beautiful Serie A to play, with games that are really difficult on paper, with a bit medium games. You know that there are no easy games in Serie A, so should be good. Should be good. Should be good. We are playing our last game at Udinese, so let's hope that we can celebrate before. Versus Milan, that's a dream, huh? That's a dream for me. Juve Milan in our stadium, lifting the Scudetto, would be a dream. If we win it before, we celebrate versus Juve Milan. If we win it in that game, we celebrate on our field. That would be majestic. Majestic. Then Udinese and Juve, it's something else. Match day 28-31 is quite tricky for Suarez. So 28-31. Let me check. Juve Verona, Lazio Juve, Sassuolo Juve. Yeah. But hey, pay attention. Verona is changing coach. Tudor is not there anymore. Tudor is not there anymore. So it's a new coach for them. We know that the 7 big teams, they keep their coaches. So when do you think it's the most difficult part of Scudetto? Maybe like Suarez was saying, between 28 and 31 can be difficult. What is for you the difficult one? Raffaello Franco, let's win match day 39, the final. No. I will never survive that. Okay, I was wrong. You're saying between 28 and 31. No, wait, what are you saying? Wait. Inter, Juve, Verona, Lazio, Sassuolo, and Napoli. Yeah, I think that's the tricky one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 games between Inter, Juve, and Juve, Napoli can be the tricky ones. You are correct, guys. You're correct. These ones are difficult. The 5 years. Yeah. We found our moment where we will have some maybe some games where we can potentially lose some points. Yeah, but you see, you have Roma, then you have Sampdoria. You see, all the games are difficult. Of course, you have to play all the teams, but between 27 and 31 can be a bit tricky with strong teams there. You see, Inter, Verona, Lazio of Sarri in their home, because also look at the teams. Inter and Lazio, we are playing in their home. Sassuolo as well, so you have to travel to Roma and then you come back to Torino. You have to go even to Sassuolo. So, and then Juve, Napoli in our home if they show up. And with Napoli, you never know if they show up. So Suarez identified the difficulties. I agree, guys. 1 hour 15. Rick is just putting a mention every time when I about to close. Then we have a donation. Thank you for your donation, Rick. Who's saying thank you, Pepe. For me, between round 18 and 24, it will be massive. Thank you for your donation, Rick. Let me check again. Match 18 and 24. Napoli, Atalanta, Monza, Salernitana, Fiorentina, Spezia. Napoli, Atalanta is difficult, of course. And then you go with Monza, Salernitana, Fiorentina, Spezia, Torino. On paper, it should be good. Of course, you start with 2 big games, Napoli and Atalanta. Let's see. Guys, what do you think? Maybe we can already start fantasize here. Some fantasy and so on. Give me 3 teams. Except of you. No. Okay. Let's try to be neutral. Who will win Serie A? Give me, that's 1. 2, the biggest surprise of Serie A that will surprise a lot of people. And then the biggest flop of Serie A. I'm not speaking about the relegation, but the really one that will flop this season. So 3 teams. Winner of Serie A, you start with that if you are putting it. 1, the winner of Serie A. 2, the biggest surprise in positive. And 3, the biggest flop. Let me know. I'm curious to read you. Then I will tell you mine. Alex is saying Juventus will win Serie A. Okay, I'm happy with that. I agree with that. No, Juventus will win. But try to put them in one comment, guys. Okay, so Federico Castelli. That's how I love to read it. Not what he wrote, because I don't like his prediction, but at least I love to read how he's doing it. So Federico Castelli is saying, let's go. The winner will be Milan. The biggest surprise will be Monza, and the biggest flop will be Atalanta. If Atalanta is flopping, is it again really a flop? Because they already flopped. I don't know. They will be consistent in their mediocre season if they flop again. It's true that. Let's see. Winner Juve, surprise Roma, flop Inter. Roma is Roma a surprise again because they won the Conference League. They go for a market based on Mourinho's ideas. I said the Roma will finish top 4. It can be considered a surprise. For me, it would not be a surprise. Flop Inter. Pay attention. Why you? Tariq is going with Juve champion. Biggest surprise Roma. Biggest flop Milan. We are going towards Roma as biggest surprise. So finishing in maybe top 2, top 3, top 4. I agree with that. Roma. We have my son who is in the chat and he's saying, and say hello to my son. Felice is saying Juve, winner, surprise, Fiorentina, hey, flop Inter. Guys, he knows ball. The guy knows ball. Fiorentina, big surprise. Second year of Italiano, he just extended. They lost the guy there, Torreira. They are repairing with Mandragora, that I always loved. Mandragora can be a surprise, Fiorentina. can be a surprise. I like the comment, he knows ball. Yeah. What did I do? What did I create? What did I create? Mamma mia. Biggest flop Atalanta. Stavros is saying Juve win the Serie A. We are better organized. Surprise. Roma flop Napoli. Depending on how Napoli starts. If they start too well, then they will flop again. Juve Monza Atalanta. Yeah. Surprise Monza can be a beautiful surprise. Monza, they want to. Let's see who they will take. Fagioli or Miretti. Let's see. There I'm curious. Juve, Roma, Monza or Roma or Monza in Inter. You see Inter really flopping. What is a flop for Inter out of top 4? I don't know. I think they will still reach top 4, but they will not win. They will win 0. 0 for Inter. Write it, guys. Write it down. Inter will win 0 titles next season. I can already tell you. 0 titles. Roma will finish top 4. I can guarantee you that. Winner Juve, surprise Roma. I think they will finish top 3 and flop Fiorentina. Can be. It will be a test for Italiano. Double competition with the Conference League. It will be tested. And now people are not surprised by Italiano. So let's see. Surprise Sassuolo. I think it depends what this mercato will be of Sassuolo. All these players, and I know they are doing it every year, but all these players at a certain moment you are paying the consequences of not keeping them. Ciao Azzurri Juve. Juve wins. Roma biggest surprise. Flop Milan. People are saying hello to my son. You're really great, guys. Thank you, guys. Abdullah, Juve, Roma, Milan, biggest flop, Milan. Atalanta are on their way down. Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately for them, they were not able to win anything. They won 0. Atalanta, I said it. Then we have a no flop Inter. Milan surprise. They are going really to push all the way. I don't believe that Milan can win it 2 times in a row. I don't believe that. What I missed. I was in a customer call watching the stream while I'm at work. Pay attention, Massimo. Pay attention. Okay. Good. I think we at least need 2 more signing to fight, but hey, this mercato will just start. Guys, every time I want to say goodbye, we have Ricky that is relaunching with a donation. Thank you, Ricky. Grazie, Ricky. And Ricky saying, Ale, oh. Thank you, Ricky, saying Vlahovic, Raspadori, Dybala. Hey! In terms of player, you want to play five more minutes, guys, and then I have to continue my day because I want to go with my son. I need to go for a new Berserk for me and my son. We have to go for new Berserk. We have to continue the collection, so I need to go. So Vlahovic, the biggest, the winner. Raspadori, biggest surprise. Dybala, biggest flop. Let's see if Dybala will still be in Serie A. Let's see if he will still be in Serie A. That's a good one. I think he will. At the end, I believe he will really go to Inter. Let's see. But that's a good one. Vlahovic, biggest star of Serie A. Raspadori, surprise. Dybala, flop. A man of culture. Yeah, a man of culture. Yeah. We have the Berserk here, the collection of Berserk. We have Monster. We have 20th Century Boys. We have JoJo, all the collection here with all the books. We have Dragon Ball Z. We have a lot of books here. Huh? It's not only football, It's not only football, guys, Beppe, thank you for taking the time from your family to be with us. I like it, Dybala is already a flop. Thank you for you guys to be here with us and with me to keep me a bit of company. Allegri winner, Spalletti biggest surprise, Mourinho biggest flop. I don't agree. I don't agree. Dybala is already a flop. I already read that. And then we have another comment, another donation from Azzurri Juve that is saying Beppe here. So a donation for Mercato funds for Beppe. Grande, guys. Grande. I'm waiting. Maybe I need to add something on the wall. Thank you for your donation. Ale. Oh, thank you for your donation. You are making my life happy, guys. Then I will invest and buy something for the wall. We have Nikola Stoilikov. Wait, let me try to read it again. Stojkovic. Nikola Stojkovic is saying he's an Inter fan with the logo of Inter. He's saying Beppe, we will see against each other on the 6th of November. I was reading it was the 8th. Of course, they need to decide the date, but whatever, 6, 7, 8, that will be the moment. Game day 13 versus Inter in our stadium. We will be there with our scarf. We will whistle the second team that was in Serie A 21-22 because they lost. Hopefully it will be 11 versus 11 and we don't need the VAR to invent strange things. Hopefully, I'm sure, because you know that we will have also a women in Serie A referee for the first time this year. I hope that she will be better than the men, because the men were a disaster this season. They were a real disaster, so it will not be difficult for her to do better. But guys, Juve, Inter, hopefully a game without controversy that we can win. I repeat, we won 0 games versus the top 3 this season. We were not able to win any game versus Milan, Inter, Napoli. Time to change it. Time to change it. Guys, that was it, I believe. I believe that was it. We had people that renewed the membership. Thank you to all the people that did some super chat. Azzurri Juve, Ricky Ausi, RB Comes that renewed the subscription. We had Matteo Oetem that just subscribed to the channel. Sepster that just subscribed to the channel. Alejandro Estrada that also subscribed. Aussie Spurs fans that did a donation to the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being there. Like David saying, Beppe, it's so early in USA. It's only 7:19 a.m. Thank you for tuning in. Ash is saying, Beppe, can you add the main topic that you are talking about, especially during long videos, because it's hard to keep up with the topics if we miss the live. Thank you for all. It's hard for me to do, guys. I'm doing everything alone. The thumbnails, the editing on the video. If I have to do sometimes the topics on videos of 15 minutes, it's okay. I can do it. When it's a live, if I have to go back on the live to watch everything, guys, I'm alone. I know that other channels, they have a team of 3 people, 10 people, and they are dividing the task. Guys, it's hard. I'm already taking time from my family, and then that's why I will stop. If someone wants to do it and put it, welcome, I will copy it and I will try to do it. But alone, it's hard, guys. It's hard. So, hopefully these wonderful women can referee without the ego the men have. Great comment of Azzurri Juve. So, let us say goodbye, guys. Thank you to Stavros, to Cecilia, who's saying you are good, grande. Thank you, Stavros. Thank you, Hornet. Thank you, Pal, Azzurri Juve, David, Brul Mujik. They're saying Juve, Hash88, Aldo Bonaso, e Yakua. We have Red One, Berfoni, that is saying text me, but I don't have your number. How can I text you? Ciao Berfoni, ciao Red One, ciao Elio, ciao Martin. Ciao Juventini, ciao Veritas, ciao. Maybe later today we have a video. I already went live, so let's go for a video later today. Grande, forza!